beautiful human beings. Welcome to another video. I am Emily, otherwise known as Shamanism. You can call me anything, just don't call me late to dinner, and welcome to the channel if you're brand new. Hi, hello. To you OGs, love you, namaste. Thank you so much for being here again with me. So this morning I found myself, in addition to thinking about things like what we want to do and the time that we spend doing things we don't necessarily want to do and why do we do that and all of these things, the other thing that was on my mind to share with you all today was about the value. And I know I so often seem to be talking about the value of this, the value of that, but that's what I'm here to do, is share value with you guys. And so I'm sharing the things that have truly and sincerely helped me along my path in my life. So the subject of today's video is just the value of meditation. Like meditation, why do it? What can it help? The biggest and probably most talked about thing, which is talked about and also hard to reach, is clearing your mind. That's the first thing that it really helps to do, is to clear all of this mental chatter. What I certainly used to fall into so much of the time, I'm not even kidding, so much. I wish you guys could have a window into old shamanism Emily and new shamanism Emily, not in that order, and because she's very different in a lot of ways. And she was super neurotic and was just following the hypnotic trance. And anyways, the Emily that you see here is very different internally and externally. Well, not so much externally, but internally. So I was thinking about the value of meditation in my life. And meditation is something which it took me a while, if I'm being honest, to really build up a practice. Probably because I think we all experience some level, I don't know why, of just like, okay, universe, but I'll do what I want to do. We like have this rebelliousness with the universe. And then eventually we realize that like meditation actually is a key to calming all this. Oh no, all the time that's going on. Meditation is your one key to get that, to stop it. And as far as I've found, it's one of maybe one of the only keys that exist in life to truly be able to calm your mind. So I say knowingly that I'm going to maybe tick some people off, like it or not, meditation is one of your most valuable tools to reach a better place in your life, to reach calmness, to reach whatever your goals are, honestly. Because at the end of the day, the funny thing is, if you are not aligned, if your energy isn't aligned, if your chakras aren't aligned, and we can like this or not like this is like the laws of being human on earth. But if those things aren't looked after, aren't aligned, aren't taken care of, I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter how good of a soul you are. It's just the way that our physical bodies and the way we interact with our physical bodies, it doesn't compute unless you look after it a certain way, to say it that way. And I wanted to just impress upon you guys the value of meditation, because it is really, really commonly talked about. And I feel like somehow, almost maybe because of that, it isn't taken as seriously as I wish it was, I suppose, because I know what you can achieve, overcome, process by using meditation as a tool. And, you know, it's not here by accident. In fact, neither is yoga, but that will be another, I'll save that for another tangent video about, not tangent video, a video about yoga. For today though, I just wanted to share with you that if you guys are not meditators, I would highly encourage you to take up a practice of it, really. And to those of you who might be new starting it, start with simply a minute. You don't have to start with even 5. The way I started, sincerely, was, seconds. I would sit here, close my eyes like this for literally maybe 5 seconds. And I kid you not, I would still have thoughts racing through. And now, and I can't believe, to tell you the truth, I'm in awe of the fact that I can say this and claim this with truth now. I'm the kind of meditator now who, after 40 freaking years, can, go for a 30-minute, hour-long, whatever meditation without moving. That's not to brag. That's just because, like, what you'll know about meditation that can be a little bit tricky about it is, and it's funny because it's one of the fundamental things about it, is that it's sort of is a physical, not sort of, it is a physical exercise of sorts to sit here physically in the, we'll call it correct position. It's not that there is an incorrect position, but there sort of is, because you can sit up straight without your spine actually being aligned, and it can be causing you sort of more stress in your back. Whereas from what I understand, true meditation position is indeed straight. Your spine is still straight, but there's a way to sit where your shoulders and everything feels right. It doesn't feel like you're trying to rigidly, hold your back up in just so of a way. Anyhow, that being aside, I know that the challenge of like physically sitting still for a lot of people is a very real thing. And also sitting there and having the patience basically is what it is, to understand that by practice of it, just going through day after day for, let's just say 30 days, you practice 1 minute a day, you sit here, you focus on your breath, and you do your best to clear your mind, which doesn't mean you do anything. It just means you focus on your breathing alone, and you allow anything else that comes to come and to go, basically. So any thoughts, any feelings, they can come to you, that's okay, they will, but also let them go, and also allow them to be released and to let them go like a river. Something one of my old therapists used to say was, see your thoughts like a river. And actually for me, that was really helpful and has been really helpful in the practice of meditation, because I don't know how to explain this actually. What you can do to anchor yourself if you're new to this is to use your breath. You just focus on your breath. You listen to the inhale and then the exhale. And I know it'll feel kind of silly and weird at first, and you'll be like, nothing is happening. And that could go on for a while. Know though, that if you're honestly committed to practicing that for 30 days, that at the end of those 30 days, not only will you be able to sit there for not 1, but 5 minutes, also, you'll be able to experience, you will then know probably that you will see the effect of your mind going from before you meditated to after even a 5-minute meditation after a month, where you will notice that from before your mind being blah, blah, to after it's like versus blah, blah, blah. I once heard one of my, honestly, my favorite people online these days is a girl named Selena Spooky Boo. She's very, very funny. And she's the friend to one of my other favorite online entertainers. Oh my God. Anyway, conversation for another day on that. Point was, I wanted to share because I just reminded myself of her. She was describing, I heard her give one of the funniest descriptions of Ativan, which if y'all don't know, Ativan is lorazepam, which is a muscle relaxer and an anti-anxiety med. At any rate, she was describing she had gone in for a procedure to a doctor, right? And she was describing that she was really, really anxious and really, really worried about this, basically. And what she said was, and this, I don't know if this will translate. I hope so in humor. I hope this isn't a crickets moment for me, but we're going to try this. So what she said was, she gave one of the best descriptions of Ativan that I've ever heard. And I laughed so hard because what she was saying was like, before this procedure, she went in and she was like, bah! Like, and so what she said was that this takes you from Ativan. What it does is like takes you from being like woo to woo, which is like hilariously one of the most concise and the funniest descriptions of Ativan that I've ever heard, because that is exactly how it is. Because you will be like full on panicking, like in my case, right? When panic attacks happen, they make me very breathless and I get like just very freaked out. Be there like breathing as if I ran up the stairs 5 times. I'll be there like, and so what was so funny, and my thoughts will be like racing. So what cracked me up about that description of being like, woo, to then like when you take it out of it and you're like, woo, is because it's true. It doesn't eradicate whatever you're stressed about or worried about or anxious about. It just brings it down to a level where you're like conscious, but not freaking out about it. It's such an interesting thing. So anyway, I don't remember now why I was sharing that. I reminded myself of that with something I said, and I thought I'd share the comedy with you guys because sincerely, if you're familiar with Ativan, then you'll know that that is pretty much a great description of how it is. Anyways, side tangenting aside, meditation has been such a valuable tool to me. And at first it can be one of, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it can be one of the most frustrating like practices to practice, because unlike something more physical like yoga, like running, like, I don't know, weightlifting, right? Something literally physical where you can physically see the progress. With meditation, there's not any kind of like excellent measure other than your ability, capacity to then meditate for say 1, then 3, then 5, then 10, 20, 35, 50 minutes an hour, whatever, right? So I just wanted to give you that little bit of like encouragement for the future if you do take this up, that don't feel like you're making slow progress. It is just a freaking slow process. It just is. It's just a process. And it takes time and it's worth it. It really is. When you reach a point, you will be able to visualize, you will be able to use meditation as a tool to attract the things that you want into your life. And it really is a super, super, super duper invaluable tool, which I really hope you all take on board as a practice, or at least just give it a shot, try it. Because developing a meditative practice was sincerely one of the best things I've ever done for myself in my life, and is one of the practices that I've acquired that I continue to practice because it's healthy, because it helps with my mental state and will help with your mental state and your physical state, both. It honestly, guys, if you take anything away from my whole YouTube channel, let it, if it's not the humor, let it be to look after your body in all respects. Your physical body with your health, with what you're feeding it, with what you're listening to, with what you're watching with your eyeballs. Don't watch terrible stuff all the time. It really doesn't. It does actually seep into your consciousness. And then, you know, really take care of your temple in all senses and take care of your mental health. It's important. And I care because I've known a lot of people who have taken themselves out of the game of life, that is to say, and it just destroys me inside. It's the saddest thing I can think of, because as I've spoken in many videos, you are all a part of the universe, the one song, which means that the one song wouldn't be a dang song without you. And if you drop out of the game of life, like I said the other day, the rainbow isn't the rainbow with any part of Roy G. Biv missing. It's not the rainbow. It's, I don't know, an arc of pretty colors. And so is the universe without you is not the right song. It's just the song is off key. The song is off pitch without you. You are literally necessary, whoever you are. You are a part of this song. And no matter what, you are vital. Yeah, vital. I will claim that, because it has taken me a long time to even accept that I was a relevant part of the universe scheme. And if I can impart some wisdom to someone feeling depressed and feeling like they're not freaking worth it, you are. You are not only worth it, but you are necessary, literally necessary for this universe to be harmonious, as crazy as that might sound. So with that note, hopefully uplifting, really meant to be uplifting, I hope that you guys give meditation a try, and don't be discouraged if you're a newcomer to it. It can take quite some time, and just know and understand, if you are going to undertake this, that it will come with time. It really will. It's just a matter of, like with any muscle memory or building muscle, over time, reps over time, you will improve. And there is immense value hidden, whatever, inside of the practice of meditation. So go forth, ye beautiful humans, and meditate, meditate. Side note, comical. I recently heard this girl on a very short clip on, I think, Instagram, who was like, she was one of these girls who was saying that nobody know. I don't know if you guys have run across this, but these videos where people do different accents and you can't actually tell what the heck their real accent is. So she was someone who speaks, like, I don't know, some disgusting number of languages, like 7 to 11 languages. And she was going through some of her accents, and I was there like going, wow, I wish I could do any accent for that long, that well, that somebody from that area would think that I was natively Indian or English or any other of the accents she does. She's amazing. And if I can, I don't know, find that, I will link it. But meanwhile, I appreciate you guys, and you're putting up with my weird accents and strangeness. You guys are gems. So thank you for sitting with me for this long. I really do hope that meditation helps you. And I hope that you stick with a practice of meditation, because as I said, I've practiced it for a long time in my life. And even with that, there were times in my life where, even as dedicated as I wasn't super dedicated, because I wasn't seeing the results, which is why I wanted to bring up the thing about, it's not like a physical practice. You can't see your muscles bulk up, but you are building that meditation muscle, and it will count over time. So you've got this. If you need any coaching, or you want to reach out confidentially or for health coaching, like I said, then you can reach me at this email address here. It's also in the description box below. Please do subscribe. I don't know how many of you are. We're around 630 of you, and I don't think very many of you are actually subscribed. So if you do like my content, please do subscribe. I upload every single day with the intent of helping y'all through your journey in life and bringing you entertainment. Of course, you can't take the funny out of the woman. You can take the woman out of the funny environment, but you can't take the funny out of the woman. So with that, people, have a beautiful rest of your day or night when you see this. Subscribe, share this if you think this would help anyone, and I will see you beautiful cats in the next video. Much love, namaste, and I will see you soon. Bye. I've lost some weight, but otherwise, and depression does wonders for the weight loss anyway. But it's not, but. Oh no. Camarero.